In this video, we'll be looking at this Lisen A690 electric vacuum magnetic phone mount. They did send this in before review, but as always, it does not affect our opinion in any way. So this is just the box that it comes in. Then we have everything we get inside the box. There's the mount itself, a USB-C cable for charging it. Then we kind of have a bag of accessories here as well. There's a user manual, a ring for if your phone is not MagSafe compatible. You can kind of adhere this ring to the back of it, and then it will make it MagSafe compatible, which is cool. We have a important notice card. A wipe for if you're going to be kind of mounting this on your car dashboard or something similar where you want it to just kind of stay in the same place for a long time. Then you can go ahead and use these to wipe that down just to make sure you don't have any dust or anything. And that would just help the mount do a better job of staying attached. Next we have a little adhesive card, it looks like. Then we have a magnet positioning card. I guess this is for seeing where you're going to mount this part here. So if you're going to be mounting this to your phone case or whatever, you want it to be very center, or if you want to be mounting to something else, then you can go ahead and use this guide to mount that. And then finally we have this kind of clear pad here. This is going to be for if you're wanting to adhere this to like a brick wall or something similar, something a lot more rough. Then you're able to use this adhesive pad here, mount it to whatever rough surface, and then it will be able to work with this. So this works really well with a bunch of different surfaces, but again, like a really rough surface like rock or brick or something like that, then you can go ahead and use this adhesive pad first, attach that, and then it will be able to work with this, which is cool. Looking closer at the mount itself, you can see we have a nice kind of metal and plastic design here. The front is magnets, of course, for connecting to your phone. This part here is metal, and you can rotate like this, which is nice. So pretty customizable for the angles and all that. So you can adjust it like here, rotate the part I just showed you, and then adjust it here as well. So this part also rotates with, it gives you some kind of nice clicking feedback as well, which is cool. So definitely customizable in terms of the angle. You're able to mount it where you want to, and then really adjust it to get exactly the angle you're looking for. On the side here we have a USB-C port. This is for charging the mount itself. When you have a cable connected, it will not charge your phone, but it will actually just charge the mount itself. Because it is electric, it will automatically kind of suction and mount to what you're attaching it to, and that's why it requires power. So that's one thing to keep in mind, is that you will need to make sure this is charged if you're going to be using it pretty often. We also have an LED light, which will tell you if it's charging or if it needs battery. And on the other side here, we have a button for releasing the mount. And finally, on the bottom, we have the actual suction cup. And then this part here in the center is also a button. So essentially, this is an automatic suction mount. So if you were to push it like this, you can hear it kind of making a noise here and suctioning to my hand right now. But you can hear that it's making that kind of suction noise right now as it's suctioning. So we'll go ahead and release it with pushing that button. You can see a left mark on my hand here. But essentially what this button does is when it feels pressure against it, it will just kind of start the suction connection automatically. So if you're mounting it to a wall or something like that, you really just hold it up against the wall and it will automatically start suctioning because that button is being pushed down. When you're ready to release it, you hold down this button, does the opposite, kind of allows air into it, and then it will release the mount. So definitely very convenient having that power option. Again, you will need to keep it charged, but being able to mount it automatically without even having to push a button is definitely very cool. To demonstrate how it works here, we're using it on a normal wall here. So this is pretty unique to be able to mount a suction cup to this wall, but as you can see, it's not super textured, but textured enough that a lot of suction cups would have a problem with it. It's not a flat surface, it's not glass or anything like that. It is a actual normal textured wall that you would find in a house. So we can go ahead and just kind of push it down like this. You can hear that button is activated, so it is making the suction cup now. And it is as simple as that. Now it's really, really secure. I'm really pulling on it and it is not moving at all, as you can see. So kind of pulling on as hard as I can is not releasing at all, which is awesome. So very, very secure. It does have a lot of strength to it and is, again, mounted to a wall. It's not even a piece of metal. It's not a super flat surface. It's not a windshield or something like that. It's just a normal wall and it mounts that securely. So imagine how secure it will be on an even flatter surface. And again, from here, we're able to fully adjust the angle and all that. If you wanted to rotate it, it goes like that. Rotates really easily, gives a nice clicking sound. And we can rotate the top part here individually like this, as well as adjust the actual angle of this piece here, as well as this piece here. So really customizable, really easy to mount, and to, of course, use it with our phone. It's as simple as just connecting it like that. It is via MagSafe, so you can see that it is a pretty secure connection. Again, if we pull on it, it doesn't really do anything. It will start adding more air into it if it senses it's kind of losing the connection. That's kind of what the battery does. When it senses it's losing its connection, it will just automatically secure itself again. So really, really awesome. Again, it's very, very secure, even mounted to a wall. So again, there's many ways you are able to use this because it's MagSafe. You can use it in portrait mode or landscape. It's awesome as a car phone mount. It's awesome to use on an airplane or something if you want to mount your phone and just have a screen to watch on. Or it's also awesome just to be able to mount it to the ceiling even or something like that and be able to kind of get unique angles and film unique content with your phone's camera. Then when we want to release the mount, it's as simple as pushing this button here. It will kind of give itself some air and then we just pull it off like that. So definitely very simple. And again, to mount it, just push it on like that. and it will suction itself automatically. So incredibly easy to use. It's definitely a very versatile phone mount, and I can see a lot of use cases for it. So you can get very creative using it. It really kind of suctions to a bunch of different surfaces. Of course, with brick or something similar, you're going to have a bit of problems, but even the fact that it suctions to a wall this well says a lot about it. So it definitely works very well, and I'm very happy with it. It's a great tool that every content creator should have in their arsenal.